Hello. So, what do we got here? If you're familiar with old school art, you might have already guessed what this is. Thought I would show you guys a really awesome playmat that I think I got it about 2 weeks ago. We ordered this from Richard Kane, and it came about 2 weeks ago. It's pretty darn beautiful. He did this awesome sketch on it. It cost more than I realized when my friend and I bought this. We each got one. He got like the number one. I happened to get the number two. So, it was kind of cool to get that number one and two in sequence. But yeah, this is definitely more expensive than we thought. But it also makes sense. It's like only 25 were made, I guess. And he was sketching on it. And it is Richard Kane. So like, it's pretty awesome. He does an amazing job. And I won't, money I won't say spent, but money well gone, let's just say. Yeah, so this is, I want to make this kind of like a special video. Figured I have quite a playmat collection. I figured I'd maybe put some different playmats than the usual one always into my pictures, and so I'll put this one here. This video, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who joined this channel and is checking out and interested in what we're doing here, and like participating and asking questions, or even just leaving a comment. I really appreciate it. We just crossed like the 150 subscriber mark, which is kind of nuts to me. I got like a notification from Google, well, I guess it is owned by Google, so I'm not wrong, but from YouTube, to look at my analytics and look at all this type of stuff, which I think it says there's less than 1% women here, which I'm not surprised by. But if you are the less than 1% woman, please say hello. I don't know how you have less than 1%. Less than 1%. Okay, I mean, it could just say zero instead, but I don't know. They just go less than 1%. I mean, to be honest, also when I had like 100 subscribers, it said something and it was also less than 1%. So I suppose at 150, less than 1% could mean one person, but it's always been at less than 1%. I guess it's I do know a lot of women Magic players, but not, of course, nearly as many as guys I know who play this game, which is kind of similar to when I was a kid and I played chess. There were not nearly as many girls who were playing chess as boys, but I think that's changed quite a bit in current times. Anyway, that was a tangent. What I want to get to was I want to say thank you. I'm doing this video a bit in reverse because this soul ring, later in the video, you'll see I clean it. It was quite dirty, actually. It had a lot of grime built up around the edges and a little on the surface, some on the back, but that was less evident because of the, it wasn't like, white border on the back. Anyway, so I cleaned this thing up. I forgot to take pictures before I started cleaning. As if you watch the video, it's kind of funny. I'm like, oh, I even say as I'm starting to clean, I'll take pictures of it before I clean it, and then I promptly forget to pause the video, take pictures, and I just clean it all off. But I think you can see, and the reason I did that is I want to kind of, as 150 subscribers, I want to, I've done it once, but I want to offer a better tutorial of how to clean your cards, because that's a more common problem. And I want to do it with just common materials. I do have some specific materials for cleaning very expensive cards and cards that are like in near mint condition, stuff like that. But even what I show in the video later on would work on those if you are careful with it and kind of follow the instructions. And I would say practice first on a couple of cards that are not valuable. But all the same, I cleaned this card quite a bit, and you can have a look now at it, and it really got a lot better from where it was. I'll flip it over and show the back, but I don't think the back really illustrates very much because it was already an MP HP type of card, so it doesn't show you too much there. Yeah, so that's it. That was the video. So it's an instructional video today. 150 subscribers. Thank you to you. If you're curious how to clean your cards, just continue watching. I'm probably not editing it very well. It's going to jump into like what I thought was going to be the beginning of the video, but that's, excuse that. I'm editing everything from my phone, yeah, that's it. Cheers. I hope you enjoyed watching the card get a little better. And I want to say, as I clean it, there was some moisture obviously gets in the card the way I'm doing it, and there was curling. And I recommended to everybody, just put the card, gently into a book, and just let it, relax and it will go back to flat. And that's exactly what I did with this card. And you can see it's perfectly fine. There's no curling to it now at all. So there you have it. I think that's the beginning and the conclusion of how I did that. I plan, I think maybe when we get to maybe a much higher number there, I might do some more instructionals. Some of the stuff I'm doing, I'll try to use some other new play mats to kind of keep it interesting here, and show that type of stuff off. And what else? Oh yeah, there's one other thing. I'm doing a revised booster box break. 1/3 of all the slots are filled. I think the next video I'm going to show you guys my box. I might chat here about the process of how I'm going to do that box opening. And if anyone's interested, you can message me. Leave a thing in the comments. We can get in touch. And if you want to participate, I'll be opening that box on a live stream after all the slots are filled. I have a certain way I'll pack all the packs for the people who want to keep them sealed, so that you maintain your provenance with like a control seal and a backing card, so the back of the rare can't be read out of the revised box. And the box itself is in excellent condition. I expect the packs to be in very good condition. Yeah, and we'll do some other prizes and giveaways on the live stream when I crack that box open. I have other cards in my sealed, other packs in my sealed collection. I'll probably be giving some of those away. Yeah, I have other prizes I'm thinking in mind. I just kind of want to have a fun time with it. It's not a project that's supposed to make a bunch of profit by the time I'm done the giveaways and the shipping and all the other steps. I think that the return on it is something like I keep a little bit of money, so that in case somebody's pack or two just doesn't happen to arrive to them, I'll be able to cover that expense fully from the endeavor. But yeah, it's just meant to be for fun, like this whole channel. Nothing too serious here. We're just about cards. I'm happy to be doing this. I don't take anything too seriously. And that's about it. So yeah, and if you've seen this box break mentioned on Facebook, that's me. I'm the guy doing in the old school groups and some of the other Facebook Magic groups the revised booster box break at the moment. So that's it. And also on Discord, but I don't get on Discord all that much. I just recently got introduced to Discord, and navigating it and refreshing things and writing on it. Maybe I should upgrade my Discord or something, but it has like this weird 150 character cap limit, and so I'm like trying to make this post that has obviously more than, I don't know, 100, well, whatever number of characters, and it's all broken up and it kind of doesn't gel together well. So I don't know why I'm telling you guys all my Discord problems. Sorry about that. Let's just stick to Magic cards, and I'll see you guys all later on another video. Take care, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, in honor of the 150th subscriber, which blows my mind, honestly, there were like 4 subscribers to this channel till like a month ago. Anyways, I'm gonna do a tutorial, an instruction on how to clean a dirty card. So let's look at this dirty card. This is an unlimited Soul Ring. I'll take some pictures of it because I think that kind of shows the level of grime a lot better. It's just really dirty on all the edges. It has this like, this is what my cards looked like back in 1994. From kind of just playing it on the table, dirt would just pick up on the edges, and as you play it, right, you're just kind of pushing these cards, and this dirt gets quite well adhered, and it's all throughout the card, but it really does show on the edge of these white cards. Back's like, some people might say HP. I would say this is like a medium played card by the back, but the front just kind of makes it look, less visually appealing. So, I think a lot of people don't mind play wear on the back, but there's less of a crowd that's interested in having dirty fronts on the white borders. Let me show you how anybody with basic stuff, supermarket, pharmacy stuff can clean a card pretty effectively. What you're going to need is a paper towel, and I've taken this paper towel and I folded it up to this size. And what I have here is, this is a reused bottle, so looks nothing special about this bottle. It's just a dispenser that I like, and it has distilled water, which is, in my opinion, key, because I don't know what everybody's water supply is like, and I don't think any extra minerals are good for the card. So, especially because some waters do carry rust, and some of the rust is often dissolved in solution. You don't see it. It may leave staining on the card afterwards. That's just one example. So I'm gonna take this little interior fold. I'm probably going to dispense about 2 shots of water from this. There is a mild soap in my water, like an extremely mild. Like, and there's only soap in this water because this was a soap container, and I've cleaned it, and there was just, I can tell there's just a little bit. If you shake it, just that's how much soap, almost nothing, right? It's just a little bit more than water. I don't think that hurts. Part of the reason I have that in there is the extra lubricity it adds. So when I'm working on a card, I'll never rub a card with like the dry surface. I'm always going to use the wet surface. That's going to help it glide. And let me tell you, when I'm cleaning these cards, whether this is a inexpensive card, like relatively speaking, like this Unlimited Soul Ring, or a very high-end card, I do have some different types of towels. So I think the blue shop towels are superior in terms of softness, and that was something I would use on a better condition and higher value card. You can also get into the realm of different types of microfiber cloths, as well as shoe polishing cloths, things with much softer than this even, and you can go that route for sure. So but today I'm going to show you something which is good enough for most cards. So this is now wet. Like I said, I folded this just to spread the water, so I don't want to wet the card heavily. I just want to slowly add moisture to the card. And what I'm going to start to do is from the middle, I'm going to work like this. See, out to the edges, just like that. And I'm going with a very medium amount of pressure, medium light pressure. I'm not trying to actually remove the grime right now. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the card a little bit damp. The water is what lifts the grime off by slowly doing this process over and over again. And taking breaks as necessary, because you're going to notice that the card does, I don't know if you can see the dirt, I am getting dirt off. The card is going to start absorbing water. And there's a limit to how much water at any one given time I want this card to absorb. The right amount does help get this dirt off. Too much water is detrimental to the card's surface and integrity. So let's keep that in mind. It's making a little bit of squeaking sound. So I mean, it's not gliding perfectly. What I might do is, and you can really see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see quickly. There's a good bit of dirt that's already come off. I'll switch to the other side. I'll give it like a half a dab of water. I think I got some out there. It's hard to see. Okay, there we go. I'm going to give it a half dab of water. Spread that again so it's not too wet. And I'm going to start going again, because the sound it's making now, almost nothing at all, is what I think is the best. It means it's not creating much friction. I'm just going to start. I'm never coming in. I'm always working away from the edges, right? Like this. Just like that. This is not harmful to the surface of the card if you do it this way. I've seen other methods. I've seen people talk about using erasers and erasing the dirt, or picking at it with your finger. Those definitely cause damage to the card. I know for a fact they do. I've tested them, and I know it's not something good. Now, I want to show you the card is starting to tell me something. Can you see it's starting to curve? I can also feel the card is getting softer. I can go a little bit further. I can still work on this card, but I'm noticing the change, and you should too when you're using it. See how it's got just a little bit puffy. That's okay. It's absorbing water, and that's what I need it to do a little bit in order to get this dirt off the card. Turn it around the other way. Now, if I get any type of video editing skills, I'm definitely going to speed up this part of the process. And if I haven't by the time I publish this video, my apologies that you have to watch this in regular speed. This is going to go on for a few minutes. And at one point, I'm either going to just stop and come back and sync in another video. I notice it's gotten even more curvature to it now. So it's still absorbing water. And that's okay. It can take a little bit of water. It does not damage the layers instantly or anything like that. You just have to take care to let it dry fully, and then you can go back to work on it again. And there's no need to try to get everything in one shot. I would, if I rushed this video and I pushed harder just to try to, get this done in one shot, that wouldn't be showing you the proper way to do it. But you can see it's actually tons better, and I'm pretty confident about the rest of it coming off. Now I'm doing something I wouldn't necessarily say for everyone to do right away. Pushing away from the middle is better. But because I've done this so many times, I'm comfortable with a wet cloth to just kind of go carefully on the edge. I'm never pushing into the edge. I'm always just going with a nice smooth pressure. I'm going even lighter now, and I'm just going back and forth because this is the dirty area, and I just want to rub it a little bit more to get that grime off of there. I'll turn it again and go over here. I'll do the same thing. I don't want to do that too much. I think that that does eventually fray the edges, and I'm pretty cognizant of that. I'm also keeping in mind again the value of this card and the condition it's already in. Doing a little bit of this up and down is not going to make this card in any worse condition. Doing that on a near mint card, I don't think I would recommend that. So, you know, this is maybe the, you know, one of the hundreds, if not 1,000th card I've cleaned or practiced cleaning on. I'm pretty comfortable with this, and I also know that, like I say, where I can push it a little bit to speed things up. I could push it just a little bit to try to, you know, here, get this card a little bit more done before I come back for the final cleaning. Okay, so I'm almost there. This is where I'm going to leave the card very soon and let the water dry on the card, and that's it. If you're worried about the card curling, or if your curl that you've created in the card doesn't like immediately go away as you're drying it and it's concerning to you, don't worry about it. We'll get it wet again. See all the dirt that's come off there? We're going to get it wet again when we go to finish it, and then you can just kind of put it gently inside of a book, big book, and just close it and put a light, you know, like a little bit of weight on it. The card's not so wet that it's going to stick to the pages or anything, and that's going to help you take out that little curve. It's going to dry in a flat position, and that's going to kind of get it to stay that way for you. Okay, this is almost done. You know, and to be honest, this card is almost fully clean now. There's only a little bit of the dirt that was initially there left. I really, you know what's funny? I said I was going to take pictures of this, right? Like, how can I take pictures? I've already started. Man, it's too late. It's late at night. I was playing some games of Magic, and I decided to just kind of do this video, and I didn't think that all through, but hopefully you saw just how dirty in the video quality this card really was. It was dirty. Now it's looking pretty clean. I haven't added any more additional water. I haven't needed to. But it's starting to get to the point where it's not sliding as well. And if I was going to continue, I'd probably add more water. But I think, like I said before, this is where valor is the better part of discretion, and you have to know to stop. That's what I've gotten off. I'll try to get my bigger light on here just to highlight how. Oh, that's just actually what that does is it makes it blinding. I'm sorry, that didn't help at all. This is much better. You can see really how much dirt has come off that card. Quite a lot. That's it. So I'll sync in another video about this. Here's how the card is looking now. Much better. There's no damage to it. An eraser will remove the clear coat. Water rubbing gently like that is not going to remove the clear coat. So that's a big improvement. Picking with your finger can leave an indentation. Pushing gently like this, again with a little bit of water, which helps in two ways. It loosens the dirt, and it lubricates the passing of the cloth so that that's not frictioning the card. So it's good in a couple of ways. I might just, right now, just because I've wet the card already, I'm probably just going to go to the back. Nobody really looks at this, but the back is probably dirty. You just don't see it as much. I'm just going to give the back a quick little clean here. Okay, we'll call it there. No need to take a lot off of this to make it better. Great. Cool. So that's it. It's got a little, like I said, it's got a little bit of a curve. Nothing to worry about. When I restart the video, you'll see that curve is no longer there. It's just all going to be sorted out. All right. Thanks for watching thus far, and we'll go right ahead to the rest of this.